Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're looking to start a home-based business, or you have a home-based business that's making money and you're trying to get a business loan, I'm going to tell you some of the best places you should look at, especially when you don't have a perfect credit score. Now, here's the first thing that you do have to understand when it comes to any type of business. One of the biggest challenges for most businesses that they don't qualify for funding is because they have a bad NAICS code. Okay, and so that means that if you have a high risk type of business, all right, I made plenty of videos on that. I'll put a link below for you to see what are the best and worst NAICS codes. All right, now that's the first thing. Number two is bank accounts. Who do you have your business deposits with? Are you able to show proof of income? Now, this is something that's very important because a lot of small business owners, they have the wrong business bank account. So most people will go to like a community bank, like say a Regions Bank or a Truist Bank or something like that, that does not report to the business credit bureaus. So you can have that bank for funding, but if you're trying to get like real funding and things of that nature, one of the best things that you should do, here's one of the best things that you do. Look at banks that are the major banks. And so some of those major banks would be like Capital One, all right, because they report to Small Business Financial Exchange, Equifax, Experian, Dun & Bradstreet. Don't worry about Dun & Bradstreet because those financial institutions would share that information with Dun & Bradstreet. Better yet, Dun & Bradstreet will actually siphon that information from Small Business Financial Exchange, just like they siphon your information from the Secretary of State. So you have Capital One, you have Citibank, okay? So that's a good bank. Chase Bank is a good bank that you want to have all your major deposits because they're going to report to the business credit bureaus, okay? And a lot of people are not aware of this. Now, I'm not saying you can't have like a credit union like Navy Federal Credit Union or something like that. Yes, you can have them to get business funding, but your business transactions, they're not going to report those business transactions to the major business credit bureaus. Now, in reference to showing proof of income, well, if you go over to our website, HoustonMcMillan.net, we actually are giving you 6 free months of payroll and pay stubs, okay? Once you qualify and stuff like that. Plus, we give you a free one-on-one consultation when you sign up for the service, okay? So that's another thing that you'll have access to. Now, here's another thing that you need to do. People wonder, do I need net 30s in order to get business credit funding? No, you do not. However, if you want to have a stronger business credit file, this is my thing that I continue to tell people. If you want to have a stronger business credit file, you should have at least 4 to 5 business credit trade lines, okay? And so I'll tell you some of the ones like NAB. NAB is going to give you 2 business trade lines, okay? So with Fair Figure, if you're making a minimum of $2,500 a month in your business, they will give you a business trade line for signing up for their business credit monitoring service that's similar to NAB, as well as NAB give you the Business Prime credit card, which is a secured credit card, but you don't have to put no money up front. They'll give you a balance to use. But going back to Fair Figure, they'll give you 2 trade lines as well. So if you're a small business making home-based business, making revenue and stuff like that, they will actually give you a loan when you're making a minimum of $2,500 in your business. So they'll report both trade lines, okay? So you have a vendor trade line and a financial trade line. So that's 4 trade lines right there. Then some people use Credit Strong. Now, Credit Strong is okay, but again, it's not real money. It's just money you pay on an account and stuff like that. But I'll do a full review of it. But they also report to Equifax, Experian, Small Business Financial Exchange, and PayNet. All right. Then you have like companies like Church C and Crown Supply, right? So those are backed by Dun and Bradstreet. So they report the Experian business, Equifax business, Dun and Bradstreet. So you don't need a whole lot of trade lines. All right, just building the foundation. Like I said, having the right payroll and stuff, and us giving you actual payroll, you have one of the best foundations. Now, like I said, you don't have to have perfect credit in order to get business funding. So if you want a business loan and you have a home-based business, then you may want to look at Axiom. Axiom, all you need is a 620 credit score, right? And so the credit limit they go up to is $50,000. All right. Now, you also have DreamSpring. DreamSpring offers a business loan and they offer a business line of credit. But here's the thing I would tell you. When it comes to DreamSpring, they will pull both the business, they will report the loan, their business line of credit, on both the personal and the business. All right, so keep that in mind. However, here's the thing about it, why I would still get it. Again, because it's a business line of credit. With a business loan, they're going to charge you interest on the whole thing. With a business line of credit, they only charge you for what you use, and they go up to $50,000. All you need is a 620 credit score to actually get a business line of credit from them, right? And to show proof of revenue and income. All right. So then you have another company called Pelican Business Capital. Now with Pelican Business Capital, you can have a 475 credit score, be in business at least 90 days, and they'll give you a loan. The minimum revenue, now here's the thing about it. The minimum revenue that you have to have with them is at least $7,000 a month. So again, it just depends on the revenue. That's the reason I continue to tell you guys, a lot of time, it's a lot of lenders out there that don't care about the credit. They care more about if the business is profitable, if the business making revenue. All right. Now, you also have PayPal. PayPal offers business working capital minimum 15 to 20,000. Being in business for at least 90 days. So you have options, all right? Then you also have American Express. American Express business loan and American Express business line of credit. Minimum credit score is at least a 660, but you have to be in business for at least a year. But minimum revenue is only $3,000. So that's the thing about it. Now, here's the thing about it with PayPal. I want to tell you guys, since this is the first bank that we brought up that actually offers the credit cards, I would go for the business credit cards. I would go for the business blue credit cards, the business blue cash credit card. The reason is because it's going to give you 0% interest for 12 months. All right. So that's the reason why I would go for that American Express blue business credit. Now, I know in reference to American Express, they do not give you convenience checks where you can liquidate the money, right? But they are an option. Then you also have Wells Fargo. Now, Wells Fargo changes the game, and I'm going to tell you why. With Wells Fargo, granted, you would need at least a 680 for their business line of credit. They offer business loan, but you want to go for the business line of credit, okay? And you want to go for the business line of credit that goes up to $50,000. Now, here's the thing about it. With Wells Fargo, they also offer a business credit card as well, right? And the good thing about the business credit card, 12 months, 0% interest, okay? Now, also with Wells Fargo, that 0% interest business credit card, they will give you convenience checks to actually liquidate that card, all right? So if you have a home-based business, you're trying to get business credit funding and stuff like that, this is the way to do it, all right? Because it'll put you in a better position. Like I said, once you understand your NAICS code, we're giving you free payroll and pay stubs so you can show proof of income. Now, people don't think that this is important. Well, actually, it is important because you'll get higher lines of credit. you'll get approved for more loans. You'll get approved for car loans and stuff that you want to get for your business, right? You may need to get a corporate apartment or corporate housing and stuff like that. Being able to show proof of income, this is how you actually get that stuff. The banks trust you more because the more documents you have. Why do you think so many people get the higher limits of credit cards and stuff like that, the higher limits of loans and stuff? Because they start showing proof of income, all right? Even when you have bad credit, the lenders out here will give you the money, all right? As long as you show proof of income, all right? And like I said, with these here loans, the minimum credit score is at least a 620 for most of these here loans I'm talking about. So you're able to get access to funding. Now you do have Divvy, okay? So with Divvy, they look specifically at the revenue of the business, the performance of the business, okay? And so since they look at the performance of the business, then this is why you want to check them out, all right? So if you have any other question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.